Okay, so this is Jana. I'm going to be explaining the 7.4 Math IGCSE quiz. Okay, so for the first question, we need to know what mode is. Mode is like the number or whatever is on top that has the most frequency. Okay, in this question, the mode is 8 because 8 has the most frequency. It has 20, but 12 only has 14, and 15 it has x. Okay, but here it's telling us that x cannot exceed 15, so it cannot be greater than 15. Okay, so for the first answer, mode is the highest. It's like the number, the thing with the highest frequency. So it's 8. Okay, and don't put what the frequency is. You have to put what's on top of the frequency. And in this case, it's the number of pens. Okay. Now for the possible values of the median are. Okay, here to find the median, you have to know the total number of like the whole frequency, every single frequency you have, but you don't know the frequency because in one of the frequencies it's x. Okay, but we can like figure out a way to find it. Okay, so let's take the value. Like we can't exceed 15 and we can't have 0. Okay, so it's between 1 and 14. Okay, it's between these two. Okay, so here the frequencies we know is 20 and 14. So if we add them up, you get 34. Okay, so let's use that for now. Okay, so let's add this number and this number to 34. So 34 plus 1 equals 35. To find the median, we always have to put it over 2. 35 over 2 is 17.5. We round it up. Okay, you get 18. Okay, so we need to find the 18th value. Okay, whenever they give you frequency, okay, it's going, for example, till 20, so from 0 till 20, and then you don't start from 0 again for the 14. No, you add 14 to 20. So for the 12, you start from 21, 22, all the way to 34. Okay, so 18, where can we find the 18th frequency? In the 20, because it goes from 0 till 20, and 18 is between 0 till 20, صح? So that's already one of our possible values. So 8 is already one of our possible medians, values for the median. Okay, so let's try now 14, because we said from 1 till 14, صح? So let's try 34 plus 14 is 48 over 2 is 24. Yeah, 24. Okay, so where can we find the 24th value? Like I said, here it stops at 20, so it goes from 0 till 20, and then for when it starts with 12, it goes from 20 till 34. Now where can you find 24 between 30 and 34, 20 I mean, and 34? So the 12th number of pens is also a possible value for the median. Okay, now here's where we can find x. If you want, if you think it's easier for you, you can find the C first. I call this C. Okay, and then do B, but I feel like doing it in order is way easier because they give you it in order for a reason. Okay, so let's do mean. We know that mean is the sum times frequency of all of these values. Okay, so over the sum of them. Okay, you might not understand this way. Let me explain with the numbers. Okay, so For the first one, we have 8 and the frequency of 8 is 20. So we have 8 20 times. So we multiply 8 by 20. Okay, and then we add it to 12 and 14. So 12 times 14 plus, now we don't know the frequency for 15, so we just do 15 plus x. 15 times x, so it's 15x, okay? Now we put it over the sum of the frequencies. So 20 plus 14 plus x, and you get 34x down, okay? Now I'm gonna do it on my calculator. You guys can also do it on your calculator. Do 8 times 20 plus 12 times 14. That's it, because 15x is just plus 15x, okay? You get 328, okay? So I'm going to put it here because I don't have space there. So 328, wait. 328 plus 15x over 20 plus 14 is 34, okay? So 34 plus x. So now I'm gonna remove all this so we can just have our equation clean. So 328 plus 15x over 34 plus x. And remember, they told us the mean is they already gave you the answer, and it's equal to 10 point, okay, why don't I have space? Let me write it down. 328 plus 15x over 34 plus x equals 10.87. Okay, now let's cross multiply. Okay, cross multiply. You get what's 34 times 10.87? It's 369. I'm gonna write it here. 369.58. Okay, I'm doing this on my calculator, by the way, so you can also do it at home. Okay, and then plus x, 10.87 times x is 10.87x. Okay, so plus, why is it? Okay, 10.87x equals 328 plus 15x. Now we can move the x's to one side. Okay, so we can move here this x to here, and then this this number to here. Okay, now let's, like I said, simplify. Okay, I'm gonna erase it and like write it the way you were supposed to write it. Okay, so 369.58 minus 328 equals 15x minus 10.87x. Okay, so do it on your calculator. 369.58 minus 328, you get 41.58. so write it down. It's better if you don't like round anything up, because you might get rounding errors. Okay, so 15 minus 10.87, 4.13x. Okay, now we know how to do this next part. We do 41.58 over 4.13, and you get 10.067. rounded up, you get 10, and that's your answer. So that's question 1 done. And question 1 is like it's the hardest question out of all of 7.4. So if you know how to do this, khalas, you're done. You know everything. Okay, this one might look very, very, very tricky, but I promise you it's not. Okay, so For this one, whenever the dots are very close to each other, like in this picture, it's very close, okay? But if it was like this, these are not really close to each other, you know? They're like far away, okay? When they're far away, it's a weak, sorry. It's a weak diagram, but when they're close to each other, it's a strong diagram, okay? And then when it's going down, it's a negative diagram. And then when it's going up, it's a positive one. It's common sense, okay? So that's why for the first one, it's strong and negative because they're tightly packed together. They're close together. Why am I going into chemistry? Okay? And they're going down, so it's negative. Now B. B is like, I don't know why a lot of people get it wrong because it's very, very easy, okay? So, first thing, we know it's y to find like the linear equation. It's the equation of the line is the linear equation, okay? So it's y equals mx plus b. That's the like base equation, okay? Now we're gonna find m and b, okay? So let's go back to our diagram. Y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. And if you take physics, if you take math, if you've taken math, and I'm sure you have because it's not an optional subject, you know how to find the slope. You take 2 points and you minus them over the minus. I'll explain, okay? So we do y1 minus, or y2 minus y1, whatever you want to do, over x1 minus x2. What matters is that y1 has to be on top of x1 and y2 has to be on top of x2. It can't be y1 over x2 and you know, okay, خلاص. So here, the ones that are on the line that are clear are 9. Why is it 9 and 12 and then 60 and 20, okay? So let's do it. 90 minus 60 over 12 minus 20, okay? We get minus 15 over 4, and that's your x, okay? So let's clear the page and write y equals our x is negative 15 over 4 x plus b. Now to find our b, let's just fill in any values for y and x. I will use 60 and 20. Okay, our y is 60, so 60 equals minus 15 over 4 20 plus b. Okay, do it on your calculator. Minus 15 over 4 times 20 is minus 75, okay? So 60 equals minus 75 plus b. Move this to the other side. 60 plus 75 equals b. B, oh my god. I'll write b here. B equals 135, okay? That's your b. We found your y, we found your m. Let's write the equation whole, okay? We have y equals minus 15 over 4x plus 135, okay? Now, when we go down, I don't know why I wrote it there because we need it here. When I go down, let me write the equation here so you can see it again. Minus 15 over 4x plus 135. When you go down, what do you see beside the y? Okay, first thing beside the y, what do you see? And do you see any place to fill in a fraction? No, you don't, okay? So we have to multiply أول إشي by 4 because y is قدامها 4, before in front of it is 4, and the denominator is 4. Okay, that like explains to you why you have to multiply by 4. Okay, so if you multiply the whole thing by 4, it becomes 4y equals equals minus 15x plus 540. Okay, now we want it the way they put it, or you can just put in the values. Okay, just smart enough to know that when you move to the other side 15 becomes positive. You don't have to write it again, but I'll write it. Okay, so 4y this is a 4. Why is it? Okay, 4y plus 15x equals 540, and that's literally that. Okay, now they want, based on the line of best fit, the expected score for a person who spends 12 hours, okay, 12 hours watching TV during the week of the test is, so you go up to the scatter diagram, you go 12, you go up, you see 90. So that's as easy as it is. Okay, the modal letter. Okay, what did I say about mode? Mode is the one that has the greatest frequency. Modal letter is the letter that has the greatest frequency. Okay, so we go up. Where do we see a lot of dots? We see a lot of dots in here, this area here, صح? So this area is from 90 to 80, okay? From 80 to 90. So we look at our table here, okay? So we go for 80 to 90, and the letter is B. So you just put in B. It's that simple. Okay, modal class, modal letter, modal mode, whatever, they're all the same meaning. They all mean the greatest frequency. Here, we go to the frequencies. We look, there's 5, no. There's 10, no. There's 15, no. There's 3, no. 17 is our greatest. So we go up, we go to the time and hours. For 17, we look up, we see 30 and 40, so we fill that in. And then the median time, we have 50 students, 50, and we know that the median, you just take the total number and divide by 2. Here you get 25. Okay, and what did I say? Here we start from 0 and we go up. Okay, so here we went from 0 till 5, and then from 5 till 10, and then from plus 10, sorry, so 15, and then from 15 plus 15 is 30, and then 30 plus 17 is 47, and then 47 plus 3 is 50. Okay, so that's what we use. We use this, and we don't use the frequency on top. Okay, they want the median time. We need to find the time. It's between 25. It is on 25. Here we have from 0 to 5. Is 25 between 0 and 5? No. Here we have from 5 to 15. Is 25 between 5 and 15? No, it isn't. Here we have 15 and 30. Is 25 in the middle of 15 and 30? Yes, it is. So we go up, we see what's on top of this. On top of this, we have 20 and 30. So you fill it in. Okay. Now, this is kind of the tricky part. It's not really tricky if you focus on the question. Okay. So we, like I said, mean is you take all the sum times the frequency of those numbers. Okay, frequency. Okay, you know what I mean. Okay, and then over the sum of the numbers. Okay, so go up. Here they want to make it easier for us, even though the school does not like us, so I don't know why they want to make it easier for us. But at least they do it once in a while. They ask you for the mid interval. Okay, so the mid interval means whatever is in the middle of these numbers here. Okay, look at the top. Okay, in the middle of 0 and 10, what's in the middle of them? 5. This is common sense, but if they give you hard numbers, this is what you do. Okay, I'm going to show you for 10 and 20. Okay, you do 10 plus 20 over 2. You get, here you get 30 over 2, and you get 15, and that is the middle number between 20 and 10. Okay, if you don't want to do all, if they give you hard numbers, like not multiples of 5, not multiples of 10, not multiples of 2, do that way. Okay, so here it's 15, here it's 25, here it's 35, and then here is 45. Okay, let's remember that. Okay, so the mid interval. Okay, so 5 times 5 plus, how am I gonna write all of that, fit all of that there? Don't ask me, because I don't know. Let me try to make space for it. I'll write it down. Okay, so 5 times 5 plus 15 times 10 plus 25 times 15. I'm multiplying the mid interval here by the frequency. Okay, so 25 times 15 and 35, how am I gonna fit this? Times 17 and 45 plus, here's plus, okay, in the middle there plus, times 3 times 3 over the sum of all of them. So 5 plus 10, sum of the frequencies, by the way, plus 15 plus 17 plus 30, no, sorry, not the sum of the frequencies, the sum of the mid intervals. Okay, so 5 plus 15 plus 25 plus 35 plus 45. Do all of this on the calculator. I'm gonna pause the video for a bit so I can do all of them, so it will be faster. Okay, I'm so sorry. I did a mistake again. I did it right the first time, but I doubted myself and I wrote it wrong. Okay, so it's plus 10 plus 15 plus 17 plus 13. This is why, okay, never doubt yourself in exams. Okay, even if you're gonna get the answer wrong, if you doubt yourself, you're gonna try to check other questions too, and if you get them right, if you have them right, you'll self-doubt yourself, and then you'll change them and you'll get them wrong. Okay, so never change your answers in an exam. That's just what I think you should do. You don't need to follow me. Okay, you get, after all of this, you get 20, you get 25.6. They told you to round to the nearest whole number, so it's 26. Okay, that's question number 3. Now let's go question number 4, the last and final question. Oh, this is a very easy one. I showed you it in the other one. Okay, here they're telling you, based on the line of best fit, what exam score is expected for a student who studies for 7 hours? You go 7 hours, you go up. See, this is where it might be a bit tricky. Okay, because they gave you one that's in the middle between 96 and 80. Okay, so an easy way to find the answer, or if you just smart enough, you see at the beginning there's 16 and 0, and there's in the middle, what's in the middle of 16 and 0? It's 8. But if you don't want to do that, okay, you can do 96, like I told you about the other one, you know, the middle one, 96 plus 80 over 2, you get 88, and that is the right answer. And that's 7.4 Math IGCSE course quiz done. Good luck.